Uh, what's up? Welcome to today's live stream. Things might be a little bit different. I had to deal with audio issues with my computer today. But yeah, welcome to today's stream. It's August 24th. No real agenda today. Just figured out hop online and see what happens. Wait. Oops. YouTube is dropping the ball hard. Apparently the link that I shared to my channel doesn't work. Interesting. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and just share my screen. We'll figure out what's going on. I actually had I was on hold for a long time. I had to make a bunch of phone calls. I bought I didn't really buy it. I leased a Tesla like in March, and it's currently August. I still don't have a registration. So it was a miserable experience getting in touch with anybody there. But I finally got a hold of someone, and they sent me my tracking information for my registration, so I won't be riding dirty anymore. Yeah, but with that, I guess what I'll do is catch up on a little bit of work, I suppose. Oh, we got Yanni posted a new video. It's dope. Man, I love how it seems like every time I come to this page, I have to relog in. It is very annoying. I don't even know what the password is for this one. Is it? Okay. Cool. Hopefully the audio sounds decent. Like I said, I had to change audio, so I actually don't know what this sounds like on stream. I only know what this sounds like on my end. I can control my audio separately from the audio in the stream. And this was a necessary change. Moving forward, I'm going to, basically, here's the reason why this is a necessary change. The project that I decided to start working on, excuse me, the YouTube bot, the YouTube Slack bot, one of the, oh my gosh. You know what, instead of me just babbling, how about I go to Excalibur. We'll go to Excalibur Plus. All right, so this is what Pratik told me was last week, or whenever that was. So one of the things that I wanted to accomplish was to extract subtitles. So sending the audio track to Whisper, like the OpenAI's Whisper API. And in order to do that, I need the audio track to be separate. Now, there's two ways I can do that. I can process it myself manually, which means that I probably won't do it, or I can check a setting here in Ecamm and have it automatically split out stuff. Oh wait, and what? How am I streaming? Okay, I'm in 1440. All right. I should also make sure that I'm actually streaming. That's one thing I forgot to do. YouTube. Oh yeah, all right, cool, I'm live, perfect. All right, so yeah, so as a part of this new workflow that I'm doing, it's to enable this project that I have here. So I think what I might do after I do a little bit of project management. Wait, what? Why is this not working? Okay. Yeah, so after I do just a little bit of project management, it's really just putting this into Asana. I'm probably going to go ahead and just, even though I don't want to do this, I'm going to go ahead and try to get auth implemented. The goal for today is not necessarily to get this to work every single time, but just to get the pieces in place so that I can then go on and build additional infrastructure so that I can save that token that I'm going to be given in a database or in like an in-memory cache, or I don't know, maybe Redis, I don't know. But I need to make sure that, you know, as I continue to run this request, because I'm going to have to do it as a cron job, I need to make sure that I don't have to keep going to get authentication, like having to go get a token. Anyway, I know I'm kind of jumping ahead. Let me go ahead and pull up my Asana board so I can get this out of the way. Oh, and other thing I got to do, this is part of the workflow. So I also need to make sure that I create my devlog notes. And one of the things that I think I might be able to do is have this service that I'm building create the note for me, right? So let's say, for instance, it notices that I have a new broadcast. Well, I'll know the title, so it would make sense to me that I create a new document in my YouTube devlog little chain here with the same name, instead of me having to go and create it, which is what I'm about to do right now. So let's go ahead and create it now. This is, shit. Oh, it's just devlog. That reminds me, I have a new naming strategy for these, so I probably need to continue to follow that. So this is going to be a co-working, I think. Technically, I'm building something, so I'll say building. I had like the wrench somewhere. Where's the wrench? Yeah, there we are. All right, so we're gonna say implementing OAuth for YouTube API. And we'll do live. I wonder if the title is too long. I'll just say OAuth for YouTube live. OAuth for YouTube API. Yeah, I think that's better. All right, so let me go on and update the stream title. Right click, go to YouTube Studio. All right, let's edit this video. All right, cool. So hopefully, let's see, if I close out of this and then I refresh, does it give me the new title? Yes, perfect. Okay. All right, so we'll go back to plain. All right, cool. So that's one thing down. So as part of this, I'm going to do something for one signal specific first. So this is just create tasks from agenda action items. All right, and then the next thing I think I'm going to do is just implement OAuth for YouTube. And mostly this is just, I need to secure the token, just get the token from YouTube. And then maybe we'll like persist the token, or figure out how to persist the token, I suppose. And the reason why this is a figure out is because I'm not sure if it's going to give me like a refresh token that I can then just send and say, hey, refresh this token, or if I'm going to have to go through the entire auth process again. So as a part of this figuring out, I need to know how long the token lasts, or can I have it where it never expires? So we'll just say need to figure out how long the token lasts. And oops, tasks, and we'll do notes. All right, so let's go ahead and do the first thing. So I need to create a research spike for, okay, that's going to be in my documentation refresh. All right, so this is a research spike. All right, so we'll do linking backend docs to GitHub. And I had just a little bit of context here, so we'll just say this was shared as a starting point. All right, so we're done with that. Remove code snippets from backend docs. Okay, I remember what that is. All right, so we're gonna remove code snippets from backend docs. All right, and then here we decided that we'll keep platform specific code snippets in GitHub. And only surface what, and I guess this should be emphasized, what and how a function will behave. I guess what a function does. Yeah, it's good enough. All right, let's see. Point to GitHub for each backend SDK method. That's literally the same thing as here, so I'll just put that in here. Map to old. Okay, so this is update our migration guide. Of old SDK functions to new function. All right. Set up a follow. Okay, yeah. So I'll do that. Oh no, I'm gonna do that now. I'll just move it to another screen. I was like, maybe I shouldn't do that because I'm on stream, but that's the beauty of having more than one monitor, right? You get to, choose what you show. All right, so we're going to do the same time. Can I duplicate this or make it recurring? Repeat, does not repeat. And we're going to do custom repeat every 2 weeks, same time. We're going to do after, let's just do 2 occurrences. Okay, so we're done. Made this recurring. What do we next for the rest of the quarter? All right, cool. Now that's done. So I can go ahead and close that out and bring it back to my screen. All right, that's done. Update web notifications to push notifications. Oh, this is easy. All right, so I'm just going to do this now. There's no need for me to go and like create a whole new task for that. That would be silly. So we'll go into README and just do one minor doc change, and then I'm going to move on in life. So we're going to go to guides, and then I think this was in our web SDK somewhere, wherever that is. Why don't I see it? Oh, here we are. So we want to call these push notifications. Oh, and I said I was going to change these as well. So this is going to be, what the fuck? All right, maybe I won't change this. Like this is piss poor performance. This site can't even scroll. That's kind of embarrassing. All right, where are notifications? And it'll be that. All right, so we're gonna call these push notifications. All right, go ahead and save that. All right, cool. Now that's done. Now we can get rid of this, get rid of all of that. I'm done with all of this. Cool. So now back to what I plan to do. All right, so let's open up the repo. Oh, and wait, let me mark that as off. All right, so we're gonna go open up the repo, which is in my code and color org. And I'm just coming here to see if there's anything that's open. Yeah, I have 2 PRs open. Okay, so we have add edge function to handle content uploads. This is actually going to be add a serverless function. Serverless function. Wait, how come? Yeah, so add a serverless function to communicate. With Slack. So that's all this does right now. It just like does things with Slack. So I should be able to merge this because it's currently done. Now I could add a message here, but this isn't open source and I'm the only one working on this. So I am going to skip my usual process of writing, you know, really in-depth PRs because it's just going to slow me down right now. All right, this README, is there anything in here that I really care about? Nope. Okay. All right, so next we can go on and look at the source code. So, oops, what the hell? What the fuck? What? All right, cool. So we got my Slack bot, YouTube. Okay, so I have like an example of what the request looks like after I've authenticated. So this is what I'm going to be doing. And in fact, I think I'm going to use ChatGPT. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. Probably. I'm going to try to use ChatGPT. How about that? So we'll go ahead and open up Visual Studio. We'll close that. What is this? All right, yeah, this is the project. Perfect. Okay, so we'll go ahead and close some things. And last time I ran this, I discovered that I can't just give this an API key. I actually have to go and get authentication, which, oh my gosh, it's annoying, but you know, whatever. I can handle it. So I think that there was a document that I had from my last stream where I was working on this. And this is why it's good for me to have names, right? Is I can then go back and refer to what I was doing last time and be like, oh yeah, it's this document. GYTT10. Wait, what's today? This is the 24th. Okay, so where are we at? And it looks like I haven't been organized, so I haven't been putting my devlogs in the right folder. Oh my gosh. Oh, this makes my life very hard. Oh, no. All right, so we'll just move it manually. Virtual. All right, I don't know, that should be enough. Or maybe not. Devlog, here we are. Model functions, implement OAuth flow for YouTube. Ah, okay. So, oh wait, I did have it. Okay, all right. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, of course I didn't save any of this, but I have it here. So it's in the Google Cloud platform, I think. Oh, not in code and color. No, I don't think that's it. That's not it. All right, I think this is it. Okay, so inside of here, there was a guide that went over getting auth credentials. Yeah, here, right here. And then there's this thing here, because I have to use, like, they have some library or something that I'm gonna have to use, implementing OAuth 2 for server-side web apps. We can securely store. Okay, sure. We'll go to Node.js. Okay, this is the library. Okay, all right. So maybe, all right, whatever. All right. So if you need to reduce startup time, you can alternatively install a sub-module as its own dependency. You can make an effort to publish sub-modules that are not in this list in order to add it. Run this following command, replacing your preferred API. I do need to reduce startup times, but it's weird to me that I'm going to grab docs. Working with Google Cloud Platform APIs. Docs.auth.googleauth. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I won't have to manually write anything, maybe. Who knows? Let's just follow it. Let's just see what happens. So we'll create a new branch. We'll first get main. Make sure I get the latest. Yeah. This is going to be Google Auth. Oh. All right, cool. So it says here I need to install whatever that thing is. What is it? Google APIs. But there was, honestly, there was another thing that I saw. Let me go back, because this isn't what I saw last time. But I am going to open that in a new tab, I think. Yeah, new tab. Okay, I think this was it right here. Yeah, this is what I saw. But I thought there was another thing that I had to install. Maybe not. Maybe I just thought that. Okay, all right, fine. So it's just going to be Google APIs. All right, we'll start the server. I can move this to side screen. Move this to a side screen too. And I want my docs next to my code. Okay, all right, so I have the thing, hopefully, maybe. And yeah, I guess we're gonna import it. Let's see if this is even gonna work. Last time I did an import, it failed miserably. So I need to pull out Google. So I guess it's a named export. And that's going to be from Google APIs. Okay. Now the question is are there any types for this? It's a question that I have. I don't know if that's the question, but we're going to see. So is it definitely typed? I think is what it's called. Definitely. I can't spell. Be typed. All right, so let's see if there's Google APIs in here. I'm not seeing it. All right, let's search npm. Just because it's not here doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. So we're going to npm, and we're going to do types / Google APIs. Nope. What about this types? All right. So it seems like there are no types. If you are watching this, especially on VOD, and you know that Google does publish types for this, let me know. Just drop the link as a comment. You can't share it in chat, so like, you know, you'll have to leave it as a comment. Shut up. All right, so we need to create a client to do this. I'm going to do this all in one file for now, but eventually I am going to pull this out because this is kind of silly. Same here, like I'll probably pull this out too and just import it. But for now, we'll just create our OAuth client, or Google OAuth client. Yeah, I guess I will call it Google because I may have to do OAuth for another thing. OAuth client, and we're gonna do Google.auth. All right, at least it's giving me completion, which is better than nothing. All right. So I need to get a client ID, a secret, and my redirect URL, none of which I have. Ah, gosh. So, I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to get this, so I guess I got to figure that out now. Let me update my notes. All right. For now, I'm just going to throw in some variables, I guess. So we're going to pull this from env, and then I'm just going to take this right here, kind of, and then we'll do the same thing. So we'll basically take this line, do that, and then override it with the client secret, and then we'll do that again, and we'll do redirect URL. And then what I can do is just take this substring right here and just do that, and we'll say YouTube, because that's what this is. All right, and this is all going to fail, right? None of this is going to work. So before I move too much forward anymore, let's go ahead and create our YouTube thing. So I'll just do YOU-tube. Yeah, that's how you spell YouTube. Okay. So we're going to do YouTube equal whatever that is, and then this and this. Let's see, I don't need that. Okay. Okay, so I now have potential environment variables. So I'm going to move forward, right? Like I don't really need to get that now in order to move forward. Next thing is scopes. So, oh gosh, access scopes for read-only drive activity. What scopes do I need for YouTube? Again, something else I got to figure out. My gosh. And this is where I may use ChatGPT. What scopes do I need for YouTube? Okay. So this is going to be equal to an array of structs. Wait, what? No, go away. I should have a strug in here somewhere. I know it. Yeah, I'll put strug. I really don't know what that's supposed to be right now. I guess I had to escape my little struct, so I'm gonna do this. It's interesting that this isn't rendering properly. That should be, you know what? I'll just put a struct emoji. How about that? So we'll come into here and we'll do a little bit of a struct action, because I don't really know at the moment what emojis I need, or not emojis, what scopes I need, but we can move forward. All right, so I need to generate a URL. Okay, all right, cool. At least there's a function that does that for me. So we'll do auth URL, and that's going to be our client, this thing right here, and we're going to do generate auth URL. All right, and that takes in optional options. So we'll go ahead and define what they are. So we get access type. All right, I'm gonna have to figure that out too. I have no idea. Oh gosh, there's a lot of not knowing here. All right, so let's see. Let's add that to my notes. What access type do I need? And we'll pass in scopes. Include granted scopes. Maybe this is the thing, maybe this is the trick, where the scopes will be defined on that OAuth URL, right? And if the person accepts it, then maybe it'll just put it in there for me, and I don't have to worry about figuring out what scopes I actually need. Oh, look at that. There's a refresh token. The refresh token is only returned on the first authorization. Oh, okay. So this is good. This is good to know. All right. So let me add this here as a note. So we'll say Google will return an access token. Oh, I'm sorry, a refresh token on first authentication. All right, so this is important because this means that I can save this. All right, so I can, so I'll say this means I can persist this somewhere and refresh, I guess, and get new tokens as needed. And this is a refresh token on the first authentication. All right, perfect. So that's actually good to know. And they even give a little link here. So let's copy that link address, and I'm gonna just put that in my notes here. Okay, the next thing is to do the redirect. Now the question is, where do I want to redirect to? All right, well, anyway, so use the generated URL, authorization URL from step 1, generate URL method to request access from, okay, redirect to the user, redirect the user to the authorization URL. Okay, so when I think about how this flow is going to work, you install this from within Slack, right? And rest.write-head 301 location. So what I think I need to do is I need to pipe that location to Slack, essentially, as part of my auth flow. All right, so we'll say, for now, I'll just say go authenticate. Or YouTube or Google, I don't know, whoever this is. All right, and then we'll put in the URL, which is going to be the authorization URL, that thing right there. And because this is generated on per request, that's going to come down here like that. All right. All right, let's see if ChatGPT. I remember, like, I have a chat session with this, but I don't know if I actually looked at it to confirm if it's going to work. Where is it at? Nope. Is it new chat? I think I said this last time, and then when I was looking for it, it didn't actually exist. So I wonder, like, I could just be lying again. Add bot to channel. Oh yeah, no, I'm not. No, never mind. I'm not lying. Not yet. Okay, so coming up here, let's see. YouTube auth token, JSON stringify. Now this won't be the token. This is just going to be the URL. All right, so let's ask ChatGPT. Or actually, no, maybe it's already in here. Let's see, generate auth URL. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so offline YouTube read only. Okay, all right. I don't understand this offline. All right, so what does the access type offline mean? I'm checking here so I don't have to like try to use Google Docs, which I don't like. All right, that your application needs access user data when the user is not present. Oh, okay, all right, okay. It's not offline in the sense of like what I thought offline meant. All right, so we're good. Okay, and then the scopes that we need is just one. So I'm going to define this inline. At least that's what it appears to be. It just seems to be this read only. And I'm going to just come and copy it. And I really hope that this is correct. I don't know, to be honest. But I suppose the error messages, if they are good, they're going to tell me, hey, you need to use the correct scope. Okay, so what else do we need? Okay, I need to get my client ID. Okay, so is there anything that even mentions client ID here? I wonder if they're even using the same. Okay, they're using a secrets file. Okay, I don't want to use the secrets file. I think I want to just get the things and do the things. So where are we at? Let's see. Here we are. So OAuth 2 client. Okay, so this is going to go away. I can't use this, unfortunately. Oh, it's getting kind of, oh wait, oh wow, it looks really interesting outside. Let me turn down my lights a little bit. About to adjust my camera a little bit. It's a little darker now. So just do a little bit of that action, a little bit of this action. All right. Okay, so I need to create one of these, but this UI is so terrible that in order to create something down here, you have to go way up here and then do create credentials. So we're gonna do a new OAuth client ID. The client ID is used to specify, I don't really care, just let me do it. All right, only available to users within your organization. You'll not need to submit your app for verification. Oh gosh. Available to any test user with a Google account. Your app will start in testing mode and will only be available to users you add to the list. Okay, sure, we'll do that. I can add myself to the list. The app name, this is YouTube Slackbot. Wait. How come my, sure, whatever, we'll use that. App logo. Do I need an app logo? I'm going to assume that I can get away without doing an app logo because I really don't have one. All right, to protect you and your users, Google only allows apps using OAuth to use authorized domains. Okay, so the authorized domain is Well, I haven't made one yet, but I'm going to make one now. My issue is that I would like to give it a, like almost like a regular expression or something with wildcards, because I want this to work on my preview branches as well. But whatever, we can jump to that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. So we'll go to Vercel, or no, we'll go to GitHub, I think. Come here and let's go back. YouTube. Slackbot, yep, there we are. Here is my URL. All right, application privacy policy link, product link, no. Provide a user to your public, no, we're not doing that either. Authorized domains, when a domain is used for consent. Wait, what is this? App domain versus authorized domain, what's the difference? All right, I'm a little confused now. Sure, whatever. All right, we'll add a domain. Let's add the second one, which is I basically have to go and inspect the preview. So it's this form here. So my question is, can I put a like a wildcard there? When a domain is used, all right, must be pre-registered. Here, if your app needs to go through verification, please go to Google Search Console to check if okay. I'm just copy and paste it. I don't really. A valid domain must not specify the scheme. Okay, sure. And then I'm gonna add another one and see if like I can put a wildcard in there. So let me go back to here. So it's this form here where it's got this Slack and then whatever that is, and then something else. So we'll try that and see what happens. So this little bit right there, can I do that? Oh, and I can't. Okay, I forgot. Well, let me do that. Nope, cannot contain a wildcard. Damn it. Okay, that's going to make my life harder, but that's fine. Just use freaking this email. Okay, add or remove scopes. Okay. Wow, they're oh my gosh, they're 24 pages of scopes. Fuck. Okay. All right. Shit. I guess I'm just gonna go through them all. Oh wait, no, never mind. They're only 24 scopes. Okay. Service management API, service cloud. Man. Which one do I need? I'm gonna pull this out. All right, here we are. So there's YouTube data, whatever that is. I think that's the one that I need. Okay, so I can manage an account. Let me go ahead and put this in my notes. All right, so we'll do List of YouTube data API scopes. All right, see a list of your current active channel members, see edit and permanently delete YouTube videos, view YouTube account, manage YouTube videos, view and manage your assets and associated content on YouTube. Oh gosh, I don't know which one of these I need. View private information of your YouTube channel. All right, this is not clear which one I need. But I think that might be okay because if I remember, I think I had a link to the thing that lets me do a test request. This thing right here. So we're gonna just open this in my code and color thing. Scope. Oh no, okay. That's YouTube read only. Where? Okay, wait a minute. YouTube read only. So view your YouTube account. Okay, all right, that's the one I need. All right, fine. So then we'll go back to here and let's see if I can add that scope. Add the table. Wait a minute, what? I had to add, well, that's weird. That is weird. I had to add that, like, why didn't that just exist? Wait, did I just do something wrong? I shouldn't have to do that, right? Wow, this is a very terrible experience. Like, oh my gosh, sure. Let's save and continue, I guess. I don't know. We'll add a test user, file publishing, whatever. Okay, sure. We'll do wow, they don't even know what users are in my account. That's interesting. Oh my gosh. Ineligible accounts not added. The following email address are either not associated with a Google account. Wait, William R. Shepherd at gmail.com. Or the account is not eligible for designation as a test user. Gosh, I don't, what? Why? The email addresses are not associated with a Google account, or the account is not eligible for designation as a test user. Okay. Oh, okay. How to make whatever that is, email Google API. Oh, maybe I had to add that as a test user. Okay. Man, this is, I don't like this. I don't. What do I do from here? Okay, so I have no idea what I do from here. I wonder if I just wasted my time. Yeah, maybe maybe that's a waste of time. Okay, it's okay. I had to add it again. Or no, wait. It's already there. Never mind. All right, so we'll save and continue. OAuth client ID. This is I guess it's a web application, although not really. The web client, this is going to be, I don't know. I guess it's going to be the Vercel Slackbot. I'm going to call it YT Slackbot. For use with requests from a browser. This won't be from a browser. Oh no, maybe it will be because I think it will be because it's going to give me a link, but I'm going to leave that alone for now because I'm not really sure if that's really accurate. For use with requests from a web server. Okay, never mind. This is it, at URI. So the redirect URI is going to be whatever this is right here, that. But it'll be API, and then we'll call this authorize YouTube. Authorize YouTube. URI must not be empty. Like, okay. Oh my gosh. It could take 5 minutes to a few hours. Oh my gosh. All right, sure. I'm gonna download whatever that is. Did it download it? Yeah, client secret. Okay. This is frustrating. I do not like this one bit. Gonna add some of these things. All right, I need to open up that file. YouTube, Slack, okay. Okay, I think that's good, maybe. I'm gonna move this inside of the try catch. Actually, no, I'm not. This shouldn't fail. And if it does, I mean, it's hard to know this is JavaScript. So hard to know if this is a function that can fail. All right, let's see. It says so we have some problems. Don't care. The hell is this? Next types API content. Why is it complaining to me about types? Cannot find whatever content or its corresponding type declaration. What? Why do I don't care. Like who gives a shit? Whatever. I'm gonna open up my client, HTTP client. And let's see what happens when I do the thing. Oh shit. All right, maybe I should okay. Well, it failed anyways. All right. Import trace for requested module, whatever that is. Module not found. Can resolve encoding and no modules, no fetch lib. Is node fetch not already here? Okay. I don't understand why this isn't already there. Or why it didn't tell me that I needed to add encoding. I'll try it. Hopefully that fixes it. Method not allowed. What? All right, let's create a debug terminal. Going to throw a debug point there, or breakpoint there. And we should hit that once it gets compiled. What? Interesting. All right, so it's definitely doing something. And there's definitely, okay, so, all right. Oh, I am okay. All right, I understand what's happening here now. All right, this is a user error. User error. It's gonna be a get. We're no longer giving it a body, so I'll just pull this out. All right, that's my bad. And then I'm just going to write out instead of writing to Slack, we're not going to write to Slack. What I'm instead going to do is just write out this auth URL. And then we'll just say go authorize. All right, and we'll denote it like this. Okay. Sure. All right, yeah, perfect. So now we get the authorization URL. We'll get rid of that, get rid of this breakpoint here. And yeah, let's see if this URL actually works. It looks like it's gonna work. It looks valid. Excuse me. Yep, all right, perfect. And it shows up the 2 email addresses that I can use it with. So we'll use my William R. Shepard. And we'll do I am Will Shepard. Google hasn't verified this app. I know that, I don't care, just go. Wants to access your things. All right, so this is gonna fail here because the redirect doesn't exist, right? So, but it gives me the code, right? So what's gonna happen is, there are 2 things that I can do. I can either redirect to a page and then like have some UI that shows the fact that you've authorized, and then I can take that payload, the code, and whatever else it just gave me. Let's see what else it gave me. We can inspect it, by the way. So we'll open this up in my little tool, DevUtils. All right, and then there is a URL parser. Actually, I think this, yeah, I think it's a parser. Yeah. So here, it gives me the code that I can then use to to complete the authorization. So, or the authentication, I'm sorry, not the authorization. All right, so that's progress, I suppose. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of cleanup here. I'll make this a little bit larger. So first thing that I want to do is create a, man, I don't know if I can do it, but I'm gonna try it. Inside of my source and API, I'm going to create a new folder. We're going to call this common or shared or whatever you want to call it. We'll just call it common. And we're going to create a new file, and this is going to be called constant. I don't know, maybe I can call it config. Yeah, I'll call it config. Normally I'll call it constants, but config is fine too. All right, and what is this, like, what's going to live in there? Well, it's going to be basically this. Wait a minute, no, I'm sorry. This is going to be YouTube, YouTube. And I'm just going to take this little thingamajig and put it here. And hopefully I can get it to, wait, what? No, I thought I disabled Copilot. Why is it still, man? I'm gonna have to uninstall Copilot. Like, that seems to be the only way to get it to leave me alone. So we'll do that, and then we'll export this as a named export. All right, and then we'll also create something called Slack. All right, I hope that's the right thing. Yeah, it looks right. All right, perfect. And then this thing right here is going to be the thing that gives me my auth, like my auth URL. All right, so we'll come into here, and then I'll just say we'll export. We'll first define it. So we'll call a function. We'll say actually no, we can do it this way. So we'll export const get auth URL, get Google auth URL. We'll just call it, yeah, get auth URL. And that's going to be equal to a function that just does this. So we'll just return this, and I'm going to capture it in a variable, even though technically you don't have to do this. I'm doing it for debugging reasons. So if I need to put a breakpoint here for any reason, I'll be able to. If I don't do that, then yeah, I'm SOL. All right. Oh, and I need to export this. All right, so then we're good there. And you know what? I think I'm going to just take this out and move it to here. So we'll just say write message, export. Can I do a function? Can you export functions, or do I have to do it as a constant? Write message. And then it'll be the whatever the message is, that basically. So we'll say it's going to take a message, which should be a string, and I guess it's async as well. So this is going to be an async function. We'll move that into here. Oops. All right, and then auth URL. What the hell is auth URL? Oh wait, I wonder if that's the thing that I deleted on accident. Okay, yeah, it probably is. All right, so wait, auth URL, go authenticate. Oh, never mind. I'm tripping. This should just be the message. I'm tripping. Like that. All right, cool. Now, yeah, now we're working. So we'll close that. I don't need this anymore, not there at least. But what I am going to do is I'll just like do this, and I'll say get auth URL like that. Okay. So now it's time to see if that, you know, if I've just jacked up everything. I probably did, but you know, we'll worry about it one step at a time. Oh no, it works. All right, cool. So all right, that's a little bit of a cleanup, and the reason why I wanted to do that is because I want to commit. Where's GitHub desktop? Here we are. All right, so we have the updated example. All right, so before I do anything, first thing is I'm going to add Google APIs and all of this crap. So basically adding my dependencies. What is this? I'm going to ignore this file. Okay, so we'll say install dependencies, I don't know. Hopefully I spelled that right. Okay, and then we'll just say add new envars. All right, and then this is a refactor here. So well, first things first is I'm going to implement YouTube client. So implement function to get auth URL from YouTube. And then this last piece is a refactor, essentially. So we'll just say pull out Slack function to separate file. And because one of these is not actually about extracting whatever the thing is, I'm going to do that right there. I don't want to stage that. And then this is now, yeah. So then we'll say, I don't know, get auth URL. All right, we'll go ahead and publish that up to a new branch, and I'll go on and create a PR. All right, so this is going to be, I don't know, add ability to perform authenticated requests to YouTube data API. All right. And I will add context into this one later, but for now I'm going to move on. All right. I need to create the redirect that it's going to go to. wonder if I can give it a second redirect, because I needed to get redirected to my local host. Okay, I think this is where I'm probably going to use a new tool. Normally I would use ngrok for this, but I think that I can use, you know what, I'm just going to use ngrok. That's what I'm used to using. So if I use ngrok, what I can do is, let me kind of show that. Where are we at? Where's that redirect? Oh my gosh, credentials. So here, this authorized redirect URL. I wonder, actually, you know what? Maybe I can just give it HTTP and then just say localhost. If I can do that, then I won't need to use a, I think it's called a proxy. I forget what you call it, but normally I would use ngrok to expose a, yeah, I would use ngrok to expose a redirect URL and then like on the public internet. But with this, I should be able to just change my environment. So what I'll do is I'll create an environment.dev or something, or maybe I'll just keep it as local, and I can put in the URL that is going to be on my machine, which is this localhost, whatever, /API /authorize YouTube. Let's see if it'll let me do that. Oh, okay. All right, cool. It does. Perfect. So let's see if it'll let me save it. Oh, it does. All right, cool. So with that, what I'm going to do is here where it says redirect URL, what I'm going to do is do a, basically I'm going to check to see if I'm on dev, essentially. All right. So the way I can do that is, I think it's process.env.nodeenv. I can say if we're on development, then I want to use this URL. Otherwise, use that URL. And I'm going to just hard code it. So we'll do HTTP. I'm not even, okay, all right, sure, I'll type it. So HTTP localhost port 3000 API /authorize YouTube, something like that. All right. So this is going to allow me to like not have to go and change my environment. Like that's literally the only reason why I'm doing this. Honestly, it's not even, man, honestly, this isn't a great solution, but whatever, it's fine. I guess it is great if other people are using this and they're like, they don't know that they need to change the environment variable to put it on their environment. I don't know. I don't have a strong opinion on this yet, but maybe I will. So before I move on, what I want to do is, yeah, I'm going to do, actually, let's just see what happens. So that should have rebuilt the application, and I need to add a new route. So I have my content uploaded route. I now want to have my author, or whatever the hell it's going to be called. I think it's going to be called authorize YouTube. Okay. All right. I need to fix the URL. It's wrong. So we're going to do authorize YouTube and then route.ts. That essentially. And I'm not sure if this needs to be a post or a get, now that I think about it. But maybe I'll just make it a get or a post. So we'll come into my authorize here. And you know what? I'm going to move this outside of the API, this common, because I don't want this to be treated as a route. No. Oh my gosh. All right, so I want common to be at the level of API. Okay, and that's going to force me to fix my thing here. And this is honestly a reason why I should use aliases. Oh, yo, what's up, Chris? I just not realized you're here. I have changed my audio settings, so I'm not sure if I'm ever going to hear notifications. I don't know. Just send a lot of chat messages. Maybe I will notice. I'm off in my own little world right now. Yeah, this I'm actually building that. I think I told you about it. That Slack YouTube thing that I was kind of hinting at. Let me switch over to something else so I can show you what I'm talking about. Or I wonder why it didn't go through my list of things that I have open. That's interesting. All right, so yeah, so like I was telling you that I use Ecamm for like kicking off my streams, and I'm streaming to multiple platforms. At the moment, I'm focused on YouTube, but eventually I want to also show my stream manager for Twitch, the stream manager for LinkedIn, the stream manager for Twitter, and wherever else I may choose to stream in the future. Right, so it'll start the live stream. Initially, I had it in my mind that YouTube would fire a webhook because, like I thought one of the world's most valuable companies that supposedly hires the best engineers on earth, as they say, I assumed that they would have implemented something as simple as webhooks, but they don't. So I'm going to have to poll their servers like an idiot. And yeah, not only do I have to poll their servers, I also learned that to get data from the YouTube API, you can't do it with an API key. So now I'm having to like go through this OAuth process simply so that I can like make requests, right? So now I'm building the authentication piece right now. Right now it's kind of, it's I'm just doing enough to get it to work, but eventually I will like build out an actual service that will handle authentication, because I'm also going to have to authenticate with like all the other platforms that I may want to integrate with in the future. All right, so some of the pieces that I've done so far is I'm already posting, I can post messages to Slack. So now I'm just working on this little piece right here, being able to, this isn't a webhook. I just learned that it's not a webhook. So I'm polling here, but just ignore that. Just think that I am now going to make a request to YouTube. That's really what this is. That will then let me do some processing to determine if I need to send a message to Slack. That's kind of where I'm at. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense. It don't really make sense to me, so it probably doesn't make sense to you either. But over time, it will begin to make sense. Maybe, probably not. All right, so I have my authorized YouTube, and I think I was just saying that I'm just going to copy this. And we're going to make this a post. I think it's a post. No, it's a get. The information that I need is in the URL. So yeah, and I won't need to get an auth URL anymore. What I'll do is pull some things off the request. So we'll go into whatever that is, and we'll go to request and see if we can do query params or something like that. Query. All right, so I can get the URL. Okay. Oh, as a string. Oh, that's dumb. I don't want that. That's disgusting. I thought there should be a way to get like, what do you call those things? Like the query param from the URL. And if I can't do that, I am going to be sad. Okay, it looks like I can't. Actually, you know what? Before I give in, let's look at the types. That's what they're here for. All right, so we can grab grab cookie. I don't care, don't need that. We can get the next URL. Has been deprecated in favor of URL pattern. Okay, what the hell is a URL pattern? Your application is interacting with, okay, I don't care. I don't want, no, I don't want to do that. Watch, I'm gonna have to do it anyways. No, actually, no, this wouldn't work because Let me go to my, I think I have it here. Oh wait, no, I put it in my dev utils. I'm tripping. All right, so we come back to dev utils here, and I parsed it. So it's, yeah, it is query param. So I need to get this from the query. God damn it. Okay. Okay. Let's see, routing. Nope. API reference. Nope. Get page. Geo IP next config. Man, I can't wait. I can't get, they don't have a way to just get the query. Am I gonna have to parse it like a peasant? I'm gonna have to parse things. What is this? I don't believe that I had to parse this. Hold on. I can't believe, I refuse to believe that I'm gonna have to parse. All right, query matching. Header cooking, query matching. Okay. No, this is on a redirect. The only redirect. And headers, redirect, rewrites. All right, well, fuck. Oh wait, did I just see search params? That could also be potential. Use search params. Oh, that's a client side. Okay, never mind. Fuck. Man, I'm not happy about this. Oh my gosh. All right, whatever, fine. What I'll do for now is let's just write out the URL just to confirm that I'm actually getting the stuff that I need to get to make sure my redirect actually works. So we're gonna do the URL. So we'll say I don't know, YouTube URL back from YouTube. All right, and I guess I probably should do this. And we're gonna put in the URL like that. We are not going to return anything. We'll just return my little shrug, man. All right, cool. So we're just going to return shrug, man. We don't need this. All right, let's see if it's going to like work. Oh wait, no, it's not going to work yet. I forgot. I need to also come in and update the URL because this is the wrong URL. It's not underscore YouTube, it's dash YouTube like that. So we'll save that. So let's see if it's going to, you know, bitch and complain at me for not using a acceptable URL. I think this should work though. All right, so we're going to go to authorize. So let's try this flow out. We're gonna wait. Where's the thing at? Where's Paul? Here we are. Okay, we're gonna put this here. Okay, let's go to this URL and do something. You can't sign in because this app sent an invalid request. You can try again later. All right, CR details, request details, authorize. Whoa. You can't sign in to this app because it doesn't comply with it. Oh, okay. I forgot. It takes 5 minutes up to 12 hours for it to update. It still thinks that this is the URL. Oh wait, no. Am I being dumb? I might be doing. Okay, never mind. I could be being dumb actually right now. Let me see. Let's come into here. We'll go into YouTube. Yeah, no, it's me. I'm being stupid. Okay. See, I guess this is why you stream, right? No. Like I'm over here talking shit about YouTube and it's really me being a dumbass, but that's okay. All right, so we'll close that out and we'll try again. Okay, so we'll do that, and we'll do this. Go, yeah, I know, I don't care, just allow. All right, look at that, it worked, perfect. Here's the URL that we get back from YouTube, and it's going to be my job to now finish the flow using this code. I am amazed actually that I am going to have to parse this myself oh my gosh. I am not happy about this, to be honest. Sure, it's not hard to do, but I don't want to do it like at all. I just don't want to do it. So what I'm instead going to do is I'm going to waste everyone's time and look on Google to see if there is a library that does this for me. All right, so we'll go into, I'm not gonna use Google, Google's trash. All right, so we're gonna look for query param. All right, command line query, nope, QS, a query stream parser that supports, okay, I don't need nesting, but I'll take it. All right, 60 million, sure, BSD 3, oh gosh. All right, we're gonna use ChatGPT for this one. Oh, that's not what I want. So we're gonna use 4. Explain the difference, the major difference between MIT and whatever this is, BSD business. It's BSD. Is this the same thing that that Unix is under? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so it is permissive. All right, perfect. The major difference, clarity is MIT is usually considered, yeah, that's why I use MIT, to be honest. Advertising clause, BSC 3 clause includes a clause prohibiting the use of copyright holders' name, logo. Okay, fine. All right, I'm not going to use your logo. That's fine. All right. For what it's worth, if you're someone that's new to open source, like you may be like, oh, I can just go and download a bunch of shit from the internet. That's a rookie move. You need to make sure your licenses are, are good. And also you got to include the licenses in like a attributes file anyways, to make sure that you can be sued when you're doing stuff wrong. All right, anyways, we're going to do this QS and, wait, what kind of string can I give this? A query string, parsing, and string file. Okay, I don't care about that. The QS module, don't care about that either. Allows you to create, nope, don't care. QS parse. So I'm still gonna have to, man, I don't want to do anything. I just want to give it the URL. Like, I just want to give it a URL and be like, you go and pull out the stuff. Can I do that? URL. All right, maybe let's see if there's another one before I go with that. Query string, parse URL query strings. This is from Strap API or Strappy. Location.search. Nope. Parse string. Man, okay, I can't just give it the URL. I am gonna have to. God damn it. Oh my gosh. Fine. I'll stop bitching about it. I'll just do it. It's okay. My life will not. It will not go down in flames. So we're gonna get our query, and that's gonna be our URL, and we're gonna find the index of. Actually, do I want the index of? No, I'll just do substring. And then we're gonna put in, we're gonna do the first index of our URL. So I think it's index of this first one right here. And I wanna say that you can only use a question mark in this one place. I think, hopefully, maybe, we'll see. Actually, let's see. Come back into our URL parser here. Yeah, okay. So if I go from this piece right here, then that should give me the rest. Okay. And we can confirm that this works actually. Let's, before I, the hell? The fuck? Okay, we'll jump into Node right quick and we'll just let our URL equal this. Oops, that's not gonna work. Let URL equal that. All right, let's make sure all right, perfect. So I should be able to do a URL dot substring like that, and then we'll do a URL dot index of, and then we'll put in our little question mark, and then I wanted to go to the end, I think, so we'll do that. All right, so it's not just index of that I want. I need to do index of +1 like that. So that gives me my code. So I can just take this little piece, this little snippet right here. By the way, this is what REPLs are really good for, right? Is quickly validating stuff so that you're not putting in bugs like I just did. Oh my gosh. All right, well, there we are. Sorry, so this is gonna be our query. Wait, how come that isn't working? String, oh wait, index of could be undefined. Okay, so, okay. Fine. Let's see if we can have TypeScript help us out here right here. So we're gonna say it's equal to this. This right here is wait, can this return -1? Let's see, I forgot what this does. Index of, okay, that's not gonna show it to me. Let's index of. I think this returns -1 if it can't find the thing. Yes, -1. All right, perfect. So then that's actually what I want to do. So I'll say if this right here is equal to -1, right, then I don't want to do anything, right? So instead, well, I'll invert this. We'll say if it's not equal to -1, then we want to do this thing right here. Otherwise, we'll just make it null. I don't know, something like that. Now it's still upset, and I don't understand why. It's URL. Wait, is that not how you do? Oh, it's substring. Okay, I'm stupid. Okay, fine. Okay. I shouldn't have to do this check, but I'm gonna do it anyways. In fact, you know what? If I'm gonna create a guard. I think that's a better way of doing this. So we'll say if that right there. So we're gonna invert this again. So we're gonna do that. If it's this, then we just want to return, essentially. And I think I should probably return a next response right here. And I think this should be a 400 maybe HTTP status code. 400. That request malform. I think that the other incorrect syntax of the request. Technically, I don't know if that's right, but I'm going to keep it as that. I think technically it's like a malform. Whatever. 400 is okay. And then we'll just say I don't know, invalid request. Requests, query params missing. All right, fine. I need to create a function that's not this ugly. Like having this is just disgusting to me. But we'll keep it. All right, so at this point, we are guaranteed that we can do this without issue. All right, so this should be a string, yeah. All right, cool. So I have this, and now I'm going to use this parser thing. I'm doing all this so that I don't have to, I mean, sure, it's easy to do, but I don't want to do it. So if I can avoid any work, that's the goal. I don't want to work on anything. I just want to preferably just copy and paste from the internet and just have things work. That would be ideal. All right, so we're going to do our little query string. All right, we're going to import. It's a default import, so we could call it whatever we want. So I'm gonna call it QS from query string. Wait a minute, whoa. There's a query string in here? The hell is this? Module query string, the node query string module. Oh, there's already something in here. God damn it. I've just wasted. Oh wait, wait, I wonder if I installed that. Did I install that? Query. No, I didn't install that. Oh, that's here. So, okay. So I already have query string. Okay, well then, all right, well, move whatever I just pasted. Yeah, we won't use that. Never mind. So apparently I already had a query string in here, so I'm going to use that. And I think this is the query string that I was just looking at. Is this it? Query string? Oh, maybe that's part of node. I don't know. Query string. Oh, look at that. Okay. Is there a decode? It's an alias for query string, not parse. Okay. Queries. Okay. How do I use it? Do I just pass? Okay. Query string parse. All right. Cool. All right. Let's see. Maybe it has types. That would be ideal, right? If I get some type support here. All right, so we'll say const QS for now, and then we'll do oh wait, no, I can't do that. I'm gonna say A equals QS parse method. All right, so we'll pass in the query. And what does this return back to me? It returns back a QS parse to URL query. Okay, let's look up that type. That. Okay. It's a dictionary of string to string array. Interesting. Okay. Sure, whatever. All right, sure. So then, wait, it says a dictionary. So then, is this really a dictionary or is this just like an object? Nah, okay, okay. Okay, so we'll say const code is equal to whatever that is, code. And, ooh, what the fuck? All right, and then we'll put that here. And what's the other thing that we need? Scope. Okay, so we'll pull scope out. I wonder if I could just, like, I wonder if I can destructure this. I wonder if I can just do this. Let's see. Nah, it's not happy with that. Yeah, I had to index into it. All right, fine, whatever. Okay, so then instead of doing the URL back from YouTube, what I'm going to do is print out the code in the scope. So we'll just move this up here, and then we'll say code, YouTube code, and that'll be our code. And right here, we'll just take this same line and duplicate it. And this is going to be our scopes. So technically, it's just one scope. All right, and then we'll throw in a scope. I don't know if this is going to work. Like, I'm making up a lot of stuff right now. I've never heard of QS in my life. I have always been able to just grab the query params from the request. I thought that was just, I don't know, maybe that's too much to ask. We'll run this and see what happens. Come here, yep, get the new URL. Let's not make this raw. Let's do this so I can like copy it or. Okay, well, I'm gonna need to redo this because I'm sick of having to copy this like that. All right, we're gonna do William. Yep. All right, perfect. That works. So we get back the code and the whatever this is. I don't like that I had to do this. This is stupid to me. Like, I don't know. just say parse, I guess get query params maybe. Params, and then we're going to give it a URL. I don't want to do any of that here. That's disgusting to me. So I'm just going to basically copy all of this. So if this, instead of returning whatever that is, I'm just going to like, I could throw an error, but I'm going to just return undefined. Or null. How about no? You should never return. I'll return null. And otherwise, I'll do this stuff over here. And I'm going to return this as a tuple. Yeah, I'll type it. Fuck it. I'll just type it as a tuple. All right. So we're going to get an array of string. Honestly, I'll do it as an object. So we're going to get back a what do you call this thing? A code, which is a string, and then we'll also get back a what do you call the thing? The scope, which is a string. And I'm not going to do this in line because that's kind of disgusting, honestly. So we'll create a new interface, and we're going to call this YouTube query param. YouTube query params. And we're going to get a read-only code, which is a string, and then read-only scope, which is a string. That way we get at least some type, some typeness. So we're going to do a YouTube query params or null. All right, so we'll return null here, and then we get our query. We get whatever that is. This is going to be our code. Wait a minute, what is this? Okay, I see what. So I'll just normally, I'm going to keep this here because I may need to debug. So I'm gonna call this Q for our query, right? Our parsed query. We can call it parsed query. How about that? We'll just call it parsed Q query. All right, and then we're going to return a new object with our code, which is going to be our parsed query dot code, and then I'll put the comma here for now. We'll do scope, and that's going to be our parsed query scope, like that, and then we can just delete that. YouTube query params. Oh, okay. Well, sure. Let's do as YouTube query params, because obviously TypeScript doesn't know that that's what that is, which is unfortunate. I cannot find name requests. Okay, sure. We'll call it request. All right, perfect. So now this is better, I suppose. So now I can delete all of this crap. So we're going to just do get query params. So we'll say const, whatever that is, code. Actually, I can't do that. So we're going to have to do this. In fact, you know what? Yeah, I'll keep the errors. Never mind. So we're going to have to do this. We'll say const, we'll say our params, I don't know, query params, query params is equal to that. We'll pass in our request, and then we'll say if. I don't even have to do the if anymore. Instead, what I'll do here is just make a little bit more sense. So I'll just say if not query params. Basically, if they don't exist, we're going to return this, that is invalid. Otherwise, we'll just do what we've done, right? So instead of doing this right there, I'll just say our YouTube params, query params, and then we can stringify this. and we'll put in our query params, and I'll format it where it looks a little bit nicer. Okay, so then now we have our query params, and I'm going to need to do something with it, and I think that's where I have to go back to the docs to see what the next piece of this is. But before I do that, let's first make sure this works. Oh man, all right, I'm definitely not getting messages, my bad. What's up, Dimitri? How are you doing? Let me put this on so I can actually read it. Love your content. In the current market, would you recommend learning Python over JavaScript, Next.js? To be honest, I wouldn't say learn one over the other. They both solve very different problems. Go off of what you want to do. Are you trying to go into the data space, like data engineering, or data science, or machine learning, or AI? Do you do, like, are you into like numerical type of, like, what do you call it, numerical computing? If you're into that, I would recommend do Python. But one thing I will say is that Next.js is a framework, whereas Python is a language. So if you're asking, should I learn a language, which is just a language, or should I learn a language in this entire framework, as well as React? Because let's be honest, when you learn Next.js, you have to know React. I would say learn Python, especially if you're new, right? So if you're new to programming or whatever, learn Python. It's easy enough. JavaScript is, I'm not going to talk down on JavaScript, but like, yeah, JavaScript is, learn Python. Learn Python. How about that? And also another thing worth noting is that with Next, I think that they are officially TypeScript. I'm pretty sure they have a JavaScript version. I don't really know. I'm just saying. But like, if you're doing Next, chances are not only are you going to have to like learn JavaScript, but you're also going to have to learn TypeScript. So I always err on the side of do what's simplest, do the easiest thing. You know, remove as much distraction as you can. If you're learning Next.js, there's a lot of distractions, right? Like, not only are you focused on JavaScript and React and Next, the framework, but you're probably going to be forced to deal with the caching things, that like all of the different caching, all the caches in Next.js. You're also going to have to deal with and think about where your components are being rendered. Whereas if you're just learning to program with Python, like all of that don't exist. So yeah, go with Python. And if that don't work, like always just like, you know, you can always just do whatever you feel like, right? Like there is no right answer. I don't want to lead you on to thinking that there is a right way or a thing that you should do. The only thing that I would just suggest that you do that is a should do is you should start. Like don't get hung up on what, like just do. So like, let's say that I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't do JavaScript. Even if I say that and you feel like you want to do JavaScript, just do it. The world won't end, I promise you. And chances are you won't regret it, right? Like no matter what you choose, you won't regret it. All right. I need to make this request happen. Yeah, let's do that. Man, my voice is still raspy. I'm still recovering. I thought I would be 100% by now. It's been almost 2 weeks and I'm still not back to normal. That right there. Yep. Look at that. All right, perfect. So yeah, we get my YouTube query params and that's working. So now we can move on in life to do something else, which is, where is that? Right here. All right, cool. So this is what I've just spent like like an hour and a half of my time doing. It's just like literally getting this code. That's it. Such a waste of time, but it's whatever. We'll keep going. All right, so yeah, we got the URL. Okay, yeah. Cool. The authorization endpoint is displayed inside of the, do I care? Disallow user agent, do it. Nah, I don't really care. Okay. Handle the OAuth. Yeah, this is what we need right here. All right, so an error response. All right, access denied. Okay, so I am going, okay. So, damn it. there's an optional thing that I need to put in here. So we'll say YouTube params can either be this, or we're using unions here. Actually, no, this is false. This is false. I'm going to create another interface, and we're going to call this a YouTube error, YouTube auth error. And that's going to be error. Okay, it's just going to have an error. Okay, which is a string. And I guess I'll make that read only. Honestly, you could use utility types to make this read only if you're lazy. So like if you become really lazy, what you do is you just do this, and then you create another type from this type, and you just use the utility type of read only, and it'll automatically just add everything read only. You don't have to type it in different times. Anyway, so we'll do string. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to do a type, and then we're going to say we're going to get like a YouTube query response, or yeah, sure, we'll call it a YouTube auth response, I suppose. YouTube auth response, and that's going to be equal to a YouTube whatever this is, query params or YouTube auth error. All right, cool. Actually, do I want to return the error? I'm trying to think. Do I even want to return the error? Actually, I don't want to return the error. It doesn't matter. Like, hey, I don't need this. I'm not going to do that. I don't need to return the error. So we'll just keep this as is. And what I'll instead do is I will check to see if there is an error on the thingamajig. So we have our query, our parse query, and instead of just returning here, right? What I'm going to first do is check. So we'll say if parse query error. So like if that exists, right? Then I want to return, like I don't want to return whatever that is. We're going to return null first of all. And I don't have a logger at the moment, but I do have the console. So we're going to log to that. We'll say error. And we'll just say, I don't know, YouTube auth error or something like that. YouTube OAuth error. Is it a capital OAuth like that? OAuth error, maybe? And then we'll put that in the string. And then we'll do parsed query error. Yeah. All right. Yeah, now I'll actually get the error. I just saw it like I was reading this. So I was like, oh yeah, I probably want to do something with that. Then we put this on the thing. It's a little longer. There's much to learn with JS and front end in general. I finished the bootcamp and I'm trying to fast track to the job market, but I haven't had no luck. Yeah, it's gonna be a challenge. A lot of jobs, they tend to hire, look for more senior level people. But I wouldn't let that deter you. By the way, I think someone, if you're here, Chris, I mean, I know you have a lot of thoughts on that. Maybe you can share your advice on that. But yeah, it could be a challenge. One of the things that I would recommend you do is maybe contribute to open source projects. If you're looking for one, I have one that you could contribute to. It's the one I always recommend. I'm going to continue to recommend it. I think it's a excellent project to contribute to. And let's go to it right quick. All right. So if you come into the issues here, there are labels, and we can say label, and then I think it should be a good first issue or something like that, or help wanted or something. Help needed. Okay, obviously, okay. No, don't listen to me. I don't know labels. Let's actually see what it is. First. Oh, I had it right. It's good first issue. Okay, so I guess there are only two right now, but I mean, here's something you can contribute to this. Oh, this is my birthday. Look at that. They opened it for my birthday. Steve, thanks for the report. I created a PR to fix this. Can you review it? Mention. Wait, is this closed? Could you take a look? But after discussing with the team, we perform more feature-proof and generic solution like the one suggested in. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you can still do this. You can here. Let me share this. Here's an issue. I'm looking at this now. If we look at the comment, wait. So it looks like they want a generic solution. What I would recommend is you just go read it, right, and figure out what they're saying that they really want. And it looks like, yeah, this looks like it's based on a code review. So there's already a body of work here that you can start from. And what are they adding? Update Alacrity. What the hell is that? Oh, they're adding a new. Okay, yeah. So this would actually be relatively easy to do. So here, I'll send you this one. And actually, I won't send you that directly. What I'll instead do is send you the link to these issues right here. So hopefully YouTube doesn't community strike me again. Apparently, when you share a link, you're spamming people and you're scamming people. So like, I have a community guideline strike on my channel from like literally January, and it's still there. They're like, oh yeah, you're scamming people. I'm like, what? By telling them that they can fucking type code? Like, how is that a scam? I see where Google's mind is. I see where they at. Let me put this on because this is a little longer too. Your videos and password coding have helped me a lot with coding imposter syndrome. Oh, I'm surprised you watch. You've been watching for a while then. All right. Well, I'm sure you've watched long enough to know I talk a lot of shit because it's like, oh my gosh. I honestly, I would prefer if someone else did the code these days. I'm a little bit further along in my career though. So, you know, dealing with the same issues over and over and over again, it becomes old after, you know, I don't know, how many years have I been programming? Almost 20 years. So, so like, it's been a while. It's just like, it's the same stuff. Stuff doesn't work. That's my experience with programming. I do something, doesn't work. Or if it does work, there's just more work. And then when you start doing that work, that also doesn't work. And even when it should work, it doesn't work. Even if you do your part right, stuff can not work. That's the life. It's just not working. But there's also more than just this good first issue. There's also the help wanted and also community. I think I added this one a while ago, but there's nothing else there. So let's see if there's a help wanted. Yeah, there is. Perfect. So then we'll come here. Okay, so these are some options. Another way that you can, well, I'm not going to share this because I'm afraid that I'm going to get another community strike. So what I would suggest you do is in that same repo that I shared, just change the label to help wanted. And then another thing that you could do is contribute to docs. So let's say, for instance, you want to learn Next.js, or read the docs. You'll probably see mistakes, fix them, right? And it's not, I mean, you may be like, that's not really programming, but like, trust me, like, you're going to find out that a lot of these docs are generated using tooling. And so they have a very specific structure, and they may actually be an MDX, which is another front-end technology for rendering Markdown in your page. So yeah. All right, so let me close that out and let's do the thing that we need to do, which is, okay, wait, all right, I've lost it. Where is it? All right, how about I just close stuff? Maybe that's what needs to happen. I have too many things going on. Code. Yeah, I don't care about that right now. Oh, I don't care about this either, or that. Calling. Nope. All right, here we are. Yeah, okay. All right, cool. So we get the response. Yeah, I know that. And then sample OAuth 2 server. You can test this flow. Wait. Do they not give me a function to just call? If URL, whatever, OAuth call. So I need to get that call back. This is the thing that I need right here. And oh, wait a minute. Scopes. access type. Does that have access type included granted scopes? Oh, never mind. That's what this is. That's the, all right, that's that URL. All right. So I already have the URL there. All right, we're good. Okay, so now I get to exchange it, and I need to use this get token thing right here. And it says that if the request.url starts with OAuth, wait, starts with, the hell the starts with, dude? Okay. Does it start with that? Authorize URL, YouTube. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I need to do that starts with. I think that I can just pass in the code. Q equal URL dot parse. Oh, okay. This is what I did. Is there, oh wait, is there a URL? Could I, like, did I just do work for no reason? Don't tell me I just did work for no reason. I did. This is what you get for not reading docs. This, I didn't even know there was like a thing called URL. For what it's worth, I want to be very clear. I'm not a web developer. I like, let's make this very clear. I typically don't do stuff for the web. Now I can do stuff for the web, but I've never actually had a job as a web developer. So everything you're seeing is just like, I don't know, just me putting stuff together, because I've been a generic engineer for a pretty long time, across everything, like web, desktop, mobile, services like APIs, data engineering, business intelligence. So what was it? What do you call the people who like database people? Like I was a database person. Forget what you called it. It was a role. I had titles, but I don't really care about titles, so I never, I don't remember them. But yeah. What else? AI, ML, all of that. And I've also I've touched web technology, so like that's how I know JavaScript. Desktop is built on top of Electron, and I know people like to hate Electron, but they use Visual Studio Code, they use Spotify, they use Chrome, they use anything that they use, basically Chromium. So I know like stuff from that. It's just that, I mean, we did a few things with URLs, but we had to do custom parsing because it's a get URL. It's a different protocol. But yeah, so turns out I don't need to do anything. I've already done most of the work. I am going to get rid of this work because like literally all of this, I have just written my own thing to get this. I don't want to do that. So I am going to delete it after I get this token. Like that's more important to me right now. Okay, so we're going to come here instead of like right here after that log. This is an available thing, which means that that promise, if it were to reject, it'll just get tossed out if I don't have it in a try catch. So I'll add it to a try catch right here. So we'll say const tokens. Wait, I get tokens? It's not just one. So we're gonna wait, and then I can get that. Wait, the OAuth 2 client. Where's the OAuth 2 client coming from? Do I export that? Google this. So we're gonna get our Google OAuth client. We can close that, it's not useful. All right, so we're gonna get our, whatever that is, and we can import it. No, yeah, we'll do that. I need to create a module aliases for that. I don't like what it is right now. All right, so we're gonna say token, something get token, and then we can pass in our query params .code. All right, look at that. So now we can get our token. All right, and then body is just going to be the, I don't know, YouTube token. Actually, no, not yet. All right, so next thing is like I can set the credentials. Okay, sure. I don't know why I had to call that, but sure, whatever, I'll do it. And then we'll pass in our tokens. How about that? All right, so at this point, I should be able to call the API, right? So I am going to make a request, but I am also going to throw this token in here just to confirm that it's working. So we'll say YouTube tokens, I guess. And yeah, we'll, oops. Yeah, I guess I'll just stringify it here. And we'll throw in tokens. I don't know what tokens is, so like that's why I'm stringifying it. Okay, let's see if I get the token. I should probably commit like after this. If this works, I'm committing. It's about that time. All right, so we get the new URL, and we'll come into here and do the things. Ah, this long song and dance, this is annoying. Yeah. Just do the things. All right, look at that. Cool. I get my access token. Look at that. And oh, and I get my refresh token. Perfect. I really hope that if I run this again, I'll get that refresh token and it doesn't just stop giving it to me. But just in case, I am going to copy this and store it somewhere. So we'll just create a new file, I guess, dump it. And we'll save that inside of my research folder. Here we are. And we'll just call this, I don't know, first YouTube response, or first YouTube auth response. And maybe I shouldn't name that JSON, but hey, yeah, whatever. All right, so now that I have this, here's the strategy. So I'm gonna persist this. Now that I get a refresh token, I see that. I am going to put this in. I can either use a database like Postgres, or I can use Redis. There are pros and cons to either one. Doing a database would be more difficult, aka more work, but it would actually scale to what I know that I need to do in the future. So it's like I would just be knocking that out now. All right, anyway, I see I have another message. Let me put this on the broadcast. Thank you. I'll review the repo tonight and game plan on doing some open source. Give me another thing to add to my resume. Yeah. Honestly, open source is pretty dope, and like getting experience there is something that a lot of people don't get. And if you're able to get PRs merged, it does show that you're able to not only contribute to a project, but you're able to effectively work remotely. Right, so that's the thing with open source, is like it's remote by default. Whereas if you, I don't know if there is a whereas, yeah, like just doing stuff that's remote by default, it'll show a strong signal, or it'll show a strong signal that you're able to like that you're a self-starter, that you can work through technical issues and challenges without having to slow down a senior engineer. That's one thing that a lot of folks don't think about when they're trying to get a job, if they're relatively junior, is that it does incur a cost, right? Like not only are you getting paid, like the team velocity is going to be slowed down because someone's going to have to basically like watch over everything you do, and they're going to kind of be responsible for leveling you up. I mean, hopefully that's the ideal situation. I mean, obviously that doesn't happen everywhere, but it's just worth noting. So you don't get too upset when you're like, oh yeah, no one's hiring me. Like, you got to think about it from both perspectives. Like there's what you want, but then there's also what they want, which is they're trying to get stuff out quickly. And yeah. But once you get your first job and you're able to keep it for a year or two, and it shows on your resume, right? Where if you kept the job for a year or two, that you're someone who can effectively do the work and not get fired. It makes it easier to get your second, third, fourth jobs. And I'll be real, like I got my first job like in tech. It was at a startup actually, in San Antonio. I was we were building like a learning management system, and I was in charge of a bunch of things, right? So I was writing audio drivers. That's challenging. Getting our software installed on our hardware, and trying to come up with a process to install it on more than one machine at once, over a network. I also helped with setting up our new network when we moved to another office. And I also helped with writing docs, like documentation, as well as testing. I was all over the place doing that. And that came as a result of like school stuff, right? And then my second job, I also got while I was in school. For this work, I got my first job in tech as a sophomore in college. So I've been working for a relatively long time. But the second job was a direct result of my professor. Like he's pretty well known in the city where I went to school, and he's very connected. So he put me in touch with the founder and CEO of a company. It's tech consulting, but doing like e-learning for government, veterans, that kind of thing. And we had a former, like there was an alumni who was there, the top engineer there, and yeah, he was pretty instrumental in getting me set off. Yeah. Actually, one of my good friends, one of my good buddies, I won't name his name, but he went on to Twitter for a long time until Elon did the things, and me and him worked together. And he's probably one of the like smartest, like technical, like theory type people who I know. I think he did his PhD or something. Like I don't know what he did. He's pretty amazing. But like me and him worked together. We went to school together, by the way. So it's because of him that I know JavaScript, really, because I was all C#, all C. Basically the languages that I use for my own stuff. And yeah, he got me on the right track. I was like, man, I can't be outshined by you, bro. Like, he still did though. Like, it's fine. He deserves it. He's brilliant though. Like one day, maybe I can get him on one day. Let's see. If you could pick one language to learn and focus on as a new dev, what would it be? To be honest, I wouldn't even focus on the language, like as a developer. It sounds very awkward, but like that's not the hard part of the job. But I'll just give you an answer if you just want an answer. It would probably be C# because it's my favorite language. It's my favorite language, and it's also like one of the first languages I learned professionally. Like, and what I mean by that is I got a job, and they're like, like they knew that I didn't know any stuff because I was still in school, and the expectation was that I would just learn it. So after they gave me this job, and by the way, this was like what, 2010, 2009? I don't know. It was a while ago, but let's just say that I was making very, very, very good money as a college student at the shop. So when they made me the offer, like it was honestly the most money I had ever made. Like I saw on a piece of paper that I would make in my life, and like that day, I drove to the mall, and we used to have bookstores back in the day when I was younger. I went to Barnes and Noble, and I bought C# 3. Like I don't still have that book, but I have 4, 5, and 6 and all the other ones now. But like I bought that book, and it was like C# 3 and .NET or something like that. And like later that day, cause it was on a weekend. Like I'm sorry, like it was on a Friday weekend. Later that day, I actually I spent the whole weekend reading the first 8 or 9 chapters. That's all I can get to. It's a very big book, but I got to about 8 or 9 chapters in that first weekend, and then I started on Monday, and then after work, basically, let's just say that after about a week and a half, I had read the entire book, right? And yeah, that was a good experience for me because it taught me that it's like, hey, if you want something, man, you got to work. Like, so not only did I have to learn C#, but I also had to learn something called T-SQL, which is Microsoft's flavor of SQL for SQL Server. If that's something that you ever heard of. So not only, I learned C# as well as SQL Server. At that time, jQuery was a thing. This was before HTML5. I think we were just now at 4 or something like that. All that was new. And yeah, like literally every day for months, after school and work. I was doing 18 credit hours, so it was like I had a lot of school too. But after school and work, I would go home and read and practice. And that never left me, actually. So after I graduated and got my first job out of college, same thing. It was new language, new everything. They hired me in as a consultant, and my first project was doing SharePoint. And I was expected to go and get certified in Microsoft SharePoint within the first 3 months. So I went and did that. They pay bonuses too. That was the other reason. They're like, oh yeah, you'll get $1,000 per cert. I'm like, well, fuck yeah, I'm gonna go get this cert. So did that. Azure was very new as well, like very new. I think it was just coming out, and I was put on a special project with our CTO. And I basically shadowed him for my first 3 months, as well as the principal. Well, I don't know if he's a principal. Like, we had a principal engineer who I also was under, but we had the program manager or whatever for that particular practice in in San Antonio. So like, I basically shadowed under them for a year, and before I was let loose to do other things on different projects. So I did some stuff for the state as well. That was a good experience. Like, everybody there was very, very, very senior compared to me. I was the youngest person in that company's history, actually. I was their first college hire in their 30-year history. I think it was 500 employees. And yeah, I was their first ever college hire. So I think the average amount of experience people had was like 10 years. And I'm coming out fresh out of college. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. But I did what I did last time. I just studied, read, asked a bunch of questions. And I never got it in my head that, oh, I should just work 40 hours a week and then just go home and do nothing. And it was like, nah, like, I was on it. So I hope that answers your question. C#, only because I like C#. But I mean, honestly, you just pick a language that you're willing to stick with. I don't think it matters. Like, real talk, the language that you do doesn't matter. You'll find that you get hired to solve problems, not to know a programming language. And case in point, almost every job that I've gotten, I have not really known the technology or the language or any of the stuff. The most relevant and most recent example is probably, other than this role that I have now as a developer advocate of something I've never done, having to deal with languages that I wouldn't really deal with, was GitHub, actually. I didn't know TypeScript. I didn't know Electron. I didn't really deal with web technologies. I didn't even use Git because I used TFS because I used to work in consulting in Microsoft shop. So it's like, we use TFS. So it was a lot of things that I didn't know. So I got hired not on what I knew, but on my capability. So if you focus on that and focus on fundamentals, you'll find that you will not be boxed into like a particular role. So if you were to look at my LinkedIn, which is, it's not very descriptive, and that's on purpose, but if you were to go look at my LinkedIn, you may see that it's all over the place. And I don't know if I have a resume on there, but like, if you saw my skill set, that's also all over the place. Like, literally, like, probably like 28 languages, like 25, 28 languages that I've had to work with over my career. Like, all different types of frameworks, for whether it be for data, for BI. I'm not gonna go look at my resume. I'll have to go look to see what's on there. Yeah, so let's see. I've got my tokens. Error, invalid grant, don't care. Calling Google. All right, this is where we want to be. Calling the Google API. This is our first chance to see if something's going to work. Now, wait, Google Drive. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So here's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to this, and let's put the part that I want, which let's make this a little bit bigger. So we're gonna list all of my, whatever these things are. What is it? Broadcast. Yeah, we're gonna list my broadcasts. And then the part that I want is, I don't know, snippet, I guess. Or was it content details? Actually, oh yeah, you know what? I have this in my notes. This is why you keep notes, is they sometimes become useful in your life. So we'll exit out of here. We don't need this anymore. We'll close that and we'll go into code, make this a little bit bigger. And we'll go into, this is an official project for me, so it's code and color. And then this is YT something, research something, and then we'll look for first nope, this right here. This is what I want. So this is, it doesn't say what these are. God damn it. Oh, it's snippet, never mind. It's snippet is what I want. Okay, so we're gonna put in snippet. All right, and then ID. String ID parameter specifies. All right. Wait, the ID property specifies the broadcast ID. What? Damn it. I should have saved the whole request. Ah, man. Okay. Dang. All right. I don't know what ID is supposed to be. It says the parameter specifies a comma separated list of YouTube broadcast IDs that identify the broadcast being retrieved. For a list? It's awesome. Can't wait to get my first dev job and find a good mentor to learn from. What would you do if you were to start over in the current market as a new dev? I wouldn't get a job as a developer. Like, just real talk. Like, no, I wouldn't become a developer if I had to do it again. It's probably not the answer you want to hear, but that's just me being real. I value other things. And for what I'm trying to accomplish, being a developer won't get me there. Leadership is more what I like. Leadership was going to get me to where I'm trying to get to like 8-9 figures, bro. Like, you're not going to do that as a developer. I mean, at best you'll make, maybe 200, maybe 300K, maybe. Which, I mean, it's fine. It's decent money, I guess. But yeah. I'm after something else. So yeah, it's not the answer I'm sure you want to hear, but it's the truth, and I'd rather give you the truth. All right, so we're gonna put mine, and it's gonna be true. All right, let's execute. Let's see. Oh, come on. Okay, let's do it again. Oh, it only lasts for 7 days. Okay, all right, that's good to know. All right, let me put that in my notes. That the token is only gonna last for, come on, like, why does it do this? They should have a minimum width for the, like, I hope someone from Craft watches this at like one day, but they should really have a minimum width. There's no reason why anybody needs to have a note app be this tiny. Yeah, and then it's responsive. I don't like that. I hate this. All right, anyway, so we'll say the token lasts for 7 days. I had to confirm that, and this worked perfect. So now we can go show the code and go to the JavaScript. And what I'm looking for is this thing right here. This is what I want. That, okay, and they're calling their thing GAPI. That's interesting. GAPI. Wait a minute, GAPI auth 2, I get auth instance. I wonder if I'm gonna need to do something like that, like get an auth instance, whatever that means. One way that you could maybe get into and I'm saying maybe because I don't know, right? Like, you got to keep in mind, I didn't have a traditional, I mean, maybe you consider it traditional because I did do CS and all that, but I don't think I had a traditional like way into this, right? Like, it was kind of just like, the people who I'm around, they're like, oh yeah, you should do this, and they'll give me this opportunity. They'll be like, you should go do this. I think you'll like it. So I've never been career oriented, and I think that's important for you to understand. And I know that my former manager, I don't know, I'm sure he was just like, oh my gosh, like, how do I even manage you? Because like, I'm not career oriented. So I'm very much just driven off of, I want to do something and I'll just go and do it. Or I want a particular skill set and I see a certain role as being able to help me develop that particular skill set, and I'll do it for that. A good case in point is this current job that I have now. I'm no longer an engineer. At least I don't consider myself one. I don't identify as an engineer since we can identify as what we want. I don't identify as an engineer, but I'm a developer advocate now. So I mostly talk about code, I guess. I mean, I guess I do code too. I also write documentation and other things, but maybe that's a route. If you can get good at explaining to others technical concepts and looking at stuff like this critically. For instance, when I look at this, there's a lot. I'm not going to go into the details of what I really think and how I really feel, but you should be thinking of like, if something's hard for you, maybe it's hard for someone else. Ask why is it hard, right? Does it have to be that way? And start thinking about like the meta stuff where it's just like, you're like, you know, hey, like, I know that we can do something like this. And like, for instance, let's dive into this a little bit. So this is using the Promise API. And there was another example that I saw. Let me see if I can find that, where it's using callbacks or something. Let me see if I still have that. No, I don't. Okay. Oh no, I do. Wait, I do. Yeah, I do still have that somewhere. Wait, where is it at? I could have swore I saw a callback somewhere. Okay, well, that's not where I saw it. All right, anyway, one of the code samples I was looking at on here, they're using like the old school callbacks in JavaScript. Do you know what a callback is? Is that something that you're familiar with? We can jump into that actually. Here, let's do a quick aside right quick. Let's make this a little bit bigger, and then we'll open up a little Quokka thingamajig. We'll keep it. I'll do JavaScript. I'm gonna do TypeScript because I really like I need it to work. I don't really like I know JavaScript like turn show values on. Wait, what? I don't care. Just like, okay. Yeah, you know what it is? Well, you're gonna learn more about why I hate it. Callbacks, that is, right? So let's say, for instance, you're like, hey, I want to write this function. I'm not a writer. I want to like print something on my screen, but I want to do it like every 5 seconds or something silly. So I can create a function, right? So we'll just create a function. We'll call it write. I'll make it bigger. What? No, go away. Why is it doing? What the fuck? Why is that not zooming in? All right, fine. Okay, so we'll call this my writer, maybe. So we'll say writer, and then this is a function. It's going to take in a message to write, so we'll just call it a message. And then it's going to then just write it out. Just log it out like that. So this is our callback, right? And you could actually do this. You don't even need to pass the thing, but we'll pass it, whatever. We'll pass it in like that. So we're gonna write our little message, right? Well, at this point, and this is where like semantics, right? This is a callback, but I'll take it back. This is technically not a callback. This is not a callback yet. This is just a function, right? So let's write something on it, right? Let's just call writer, and then we'll be like, what's up? Huh? Yeah, we'll do that. And let's see if it actually writes the thing. What's up? Yeah, see? What's up? Add message, right? So at this point, well, before I do that, let me also put this void here. Okay. Technically, I don't need to do that. I'm gonna do that. We're not gonna complicate this. All right. So we have our what's up function, right? Well, we can turn this into a callback. Literally, a callback is just, you just pass the function as a thing, and it becomes a callback. And it's typically how we handle asynchrony in JavaScript because it's single threaded. So let's do a set interval, and then we'll throw in our handler. And our handler is, well, I think it's just going to be our function. So we'll just say writer. And then, oh, well, actually, well, wait, let me put 5,000 so it won't do that, right? So then let's, well, I need to get the handle, so we'll get our handle, and we'll do that. And then here is where I probably want to like what I wanted to write, maybe. So for now, I'm just going to be like H, I don't know, just something. It doesn't really matter what it is. And, oh wait, no, I'm sorry, I'm tripping. I forgot I have a message in there. So I don't want writer equals message. Yes, we're going to all right, cool. Argument must be a function, so we're going to make it a function. All right, so we're going to do that little thing and then we get our little function, right? So it's now going to, it should write something every 5 seconds or something like that. And yeah, we get our first H, and honestly, we could do more than here. Like we can actually put the time if we really wanted to, but we're just going to keep it as H, right? Well, just by virtue of passing this function, it becomes a callback, and it allows us to like, you know, have to pretend as if we have multiple things going on at the same time. And in reality, well, we do, I guess. That's a lie. We do have multiple things going on at once. I could throw this out visually, but in the YouTube or whatever that code sample was that I was looking at, instead of doing what's the newest thing, which, you know, we went from stuff like this to doing like, let's see if I can do, so we can create another one. So we'll do const p is equal to new promise, or we'll just say promise. And then we can throw in like our executor, whatever. So the first one is going to be our function of what to do if we resolve. I can't type today, what the hell? All right, so now we could do our little handle here, our little set animal. We could do this, all right? So we do that. And then we could have our like what to do if like shit hits the fan, right? So I'm just going to just throw in like this right here. And we'll put in our message or our error, I guess. We'll write out our console error. All right, so if we do it this way, this is a level of abstraction higher, right? So now it's a little bit like, it makes a little bit more sense because now we get to do stuff like this. Give me a second. Is it upset that I have this new promise? What's the promise? Is it promise dot something? What do you call it? This is where I'm going to forget. Anyway, it's not that important. Here's what the important bit is. We can do p.then, right? It's not going to work now because it's not really accurate code up there. But we can do our p.then, and then we can do our dot catch. We can put a bunch of .thens, and we can do our dot catch. It's not going to finish. We can do our dot finally. Let's put that in here. And yeah, we could do this, right? A level of abstraction higher. So if we were to do callbacks and we wanted to capture a failure, well, what we have to do is, well, you're actually seeing it right here. We would have to pass another callback that we call when it fails, or we would have to inspect the parameter that we passed the function to see if it's a failure, and then we would do something, right? Well, in the new world, like we can do this. We can delete all this. We can just do our const a is equal to async, and then yeah, we'll do that, and then whatever the body is, right? Right, and it's tripping because this is a top level thing. Just pretend that, like, you know, we're not in Quokka and this is not a top level file. But here we can actually do our stuff. We can say await, and then I don't know, whatever the thing is, whatever the thing is. And now we have a better way of thinking about this. Instead of saying like, you know, then, because that's what a promise, it allows you to do that. You could do like, you could just do this try catch here, which in my mind, this is not only easier to understand, but I think it's more expressive than doing then, catch. And also, it's not relying on the developer to understand the ins and outs of how promises are working, right? So let's do our little catch here. We can, you know, do our little error and do the stuff here, and we can also do our finally, right? So instead of doing the then, catch, finally, we could do this right here, right? And in my mind, this expresses your intent a lot clearer. So, you know, you can accomplish the same thing in 3 different ways. And Google, on their docs, they're showing it using callbacks, which is the most complicated and tedious way. So me as a developer advocate, I'm looking at that. It's like, all right, well, given that there are people who are new to this, and chances are when they discovered JavaScript, they discovered it using promises or async await. They never really heard of like callback. Not that they didn't hear of callbacks, but they never really worked with them and like experienced callback hell and all of the other ins and outs that you have to think about with callbacks that nowadays no one thinks about, because we have async await with generators. That, by the way, async await is using generator functions. Like my mindset is like, update those docs to use the most I don't know, like the highest level of abstraction that most people can understand. And not only that, right, like if you were to come in here and you look for async, you'll see here, and this is the official docs. I want to make that clear. This is the official docs. You can actually see, oh, this is the wrong thing. Let me go to promise. I may have to go to MDN explicitly to find the async await. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go to MDN. Damn it. I'll do it. I'll do it. MDN. All right, so we'll look for async. Yeah, here we are. So the fact that like someone, if they saw the word async, well, they can now go Google that, and they can learn about async. And because it's written in a way, it's written in a way that it looks synchronous. So it's easier to understand for new developers, where if you're just saying, hey, just call all these callbacks, it's really hard for a new developer to say, like, to understand the flow of how data is being processed. I just noticed they have this AI help. This is dope. It's from, I'm not about to sign up. Fuck that. All right, anyway, let me go back to what I was doing. I'm gonna close this thing right here. And I can get it, like, honestly, like if you're really interested in going through stuff like this, I can actually put together a thing where I go into details about this kind of stuff. All right, so yeah, let's do this request, because that's the last piece. Then I can be like, I can write my little commit, and then I can call it, because I am actually over my 2-hour limit. I'm only supposed to do this for 2 hours. I'm at 2:42. So let's see if I can get this done in the next 10 minutes. So we're gonna come here, and I don't need this anymore, but I'm gonna take a note. Refresh token, what is that? Okay, we'll put that there. Close that out, and we'll come into our code, go into our JavaScript, and look at what we're doing. We're getting the Google API. Wait, yeah, all right. So we're getting Google APIs. All right, so I should be able to get that object that I need off of Google APIs, I think. So I am going to have to import Google. And then here, after I've set the credentials, whatever, I think I should be able to do Google dot. Oh wait, no, wait, maybe, yeah, okay, yeah, never mind. I'm gonna have to do no, I think Google OAuth client may be it, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just read the doc. Google auth 2 get instance. Google auth dot get instance, or get client maybe. It's a memoizing an instance of auth for subsequent calls to get project ID. Override get client. This is going to return a promise with a JWT or a refresh. No, I don't know. This isn't what I want. Let's see what this Google OAuth client is. Like, is that something that I can use? Get instance. Nope. Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. Yeah, that's actually a goal of mine. Like, I would like for someone to learn at least one thing from all of these. It's kind of hard for me to like put together a bunch of things, because I don't know what people don't know. And yeah, normally I don't know. I'll just talk about a particular thing, and then maybe someone knows and I can go deeper typically. Appreciate the follow, Still Huff. Oh yeah, on Twitch too. Oh yeah, let's get my numbers up. Yeah. Also, if you wouldn't mind, like, give me a thumbs up on YouTube. That helps a lot, as well as the subscriptions on YouTube. I'm trying to get the YouTube algorithm to notice that I do stuff. Of course, as more and more people notice, I'm probably gonna have to tone down my shit talk of Google and how much I hate them. But for now, while it's just us, now you know. All right, let's try to. All right, we gotta figure out how to get this instance that they claim that I should be able to get. Or maybe there isn't an instance that I need to get. Maybe I'm already on the instance. How about that? Maybe this thing is already the instance. So yeah, that's the authentication. I don't care about that. Load client, I don't care about that either. Client, okay. So maybe this is it, .client. How dope would it be if I could just like do Google.client? Nah, fuck, okay, that would be too easy. .client. Oh, okay, well, maybe I'm already on .client, so let's see if I can do .youtube. How about that? .youtube, nope, that doesn't exist. Okay, Google .youtube. Oh, look at that, this is a function. You know what, I'm gonna move this to another desktop because that's what I want. Like, that's what I need, is for it to be on a new desktop. So YouTube.live broadcasts. Oh, this is definitely a function. Let's call it, see what happens. What do I get? Live. Oh, look, it's a function that I have to call. That's interesting. I don't know. Huh. YouTube version 3. Let's see if ChatGPT can do something. I had a chat with ChatGPT. Maybe it knows. Where is it at? Get channel. Google. Oh, okay, yeah. I guess I do have to do that. Wait, why do I have to do auth if I've already set it in the client? All right, so this is the thing that's weird to me. I set the auth in the client. I don't think that's not happening here. Let's see. Set credentials. So I still have to pass in auth, which is interesting. Oh, okay. Auth, man, that's weird. All right. So again, here we are again. They call this auth, this parameter. Time is it? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need to go soon. I need to go get tea. So they call this auth, but the thing that we were supposed to pass is this OAuth client. That's stupid to me. I don't like that. But anyway, I'm gonna do it. But like, oh, it's like, come on. We'll get rid of that. We don't care about that. Put that in here, and then auth is going to be our Google OAuth client, I guess, maybe. .live broadcast .lists. Okay, all right. At this point, I should be able to use this. This is the thing I don't understand. Like, how come they're able to do this and I can't? This is what I want to do. I don't want to have to do this whole, like, I don't know, whatever. Fuck it. Let's just copy it. So we'll throw that in there. I don't know if we need options at the moment. Lists. Wait, what is that? Oh, it's an object. Okay. All right, so we get part snippet mine true. All right, this should return back a promise. Agaxio, what the fuck is Agaxio's promise? Is that just Axios, but it's Google? So they felt the need to. I wonder if this is really just Axios, which is like a HTTP client for like the web or something. I don't remember. And they just put G. I wonder. That's probably it. Let's call this A. We'll call this our broadcast. I'm gonna just call it A. I don't really, the name isn't that important at the moment. All right, so let's see if we're gonna get anything back. A, if this is Axios, it should have a result. Or data. Yeah, it's literally Axios, but they've just decided to rename it to be Google, I guess. And the things that we care about are what? The items, a list of broadcast and master requests. Yeah, sure, we'll do items. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna stringify that. And then, actually we're not gonna stringify that. We're gonna stringify a new object and we're gonna call this items, like that. So now, let's see if this works, right? I should see that come back on the page after we do the auth. All right, so let's come full circle. Let's copy the thing. And oh wait, it's already after 10 now, man. I have that Tesla insurance and it jacks up my rate if I leave. Like if I leave after 10. All right, so let's go to that link. I'm over here getting distracted. I'm still gonna go because I need this tea in my life. So we'll come here and then we'll do the thing. Do more of the thing. Look at that. It works. So let's parse this so that it looks a little bit nicer. I'm used to using Firefox, which does a better job of rendering stuff, but you know, it's whatever. We'll accept it. So this is what we get. All right. So I don't want to do, well, I guess I could do format, but give me a second. Cancel that out. We'll do envim. I don't know. We'll just call it result.json maybe. And we'll just paste that in there. Then we can do run results. And actually, I wanna render this out actually. So we'll do we'll take our whatever this is, our JSON file, and we could pipe this into JQ, which is like the Java like JSON query, I think is what it stands for. And we can give it a program. This is the identity program, so it'll just do this. Oh, and actually let's do dot body. And then we'll pipe that on. Why isn't it? Wait, is this not J? Wait, hold on, wait a minute. I think I understand what's going on here. It's not being parsed the way that I expect it to be parsed, but that's okay. It's fine. I'll accept it. We can go back to whatever our tool is here, and I should be able to just get our body. Well, actually, this is JSON path, so I have to do $sign. Where's the $sign? I don't use JSON paths. I'd use JQ, so that's why I'm like, all right, I think that's how you do it. And then YouTube tokens. Oh, wait. This is me being stupid. Okay, never mind. All right, I see what's happening here. This, man, I feel dumb now. Damn it. Let's take this right there. Yeah, I think that's what we want. Okay. So we'll go back into our, what do you call that thing? Was it result? That's what I called it. All right, and we'll put that in there. Okay, and then let's try to do result. All right, I think it's being parsed as JSON now, maybe. Who knows? We'll see. No, it's not. Okay, so I've messed up something. Here's the issue. I want to make sure that it's clear why this is not working the way that I thought it would work. Let's go into here. So you'll notice here that I'm returning a string that's not JSON, right? I'm doing YouTube, whatever this is, and then I'm JSON stringifying this or whatever. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. What I should have instead done was just this right here. And got rid of all of this other crap. That way, I actually get back a JSON result. So I'm gonna do this again because I kind of want to make sure that this is like, it has the data that I expect to have. I'm gonna have to rerun this, god damn it. Oh, wait a minute, maybe I don't need to rerun this. Maybe, and this is where we're about to discover something. Instead of doing content uploaded, let's see if my credentials are still there. So we're gonna do authorize. Wait, how come that's not working? Authorize. Authorize YouTube. Honestly, this is this is poor. Like, I shouldn't be doing this. I should have another endpoint that actually does the thing. But we're gonna keep going. Invalid request parameters. Shit. Okay, yeah, I can't do it. Damn it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and go through the process again. But maybe that's what I'll do on my next stream. Well, not the next stream, but eventually I'll make it such that I can just call the endpoint and not have to go through this stupid flow every single time. All right, so now I get back what I think is more correct, and we'll go into IMM. All right, and let's see. Yeah, I still think it's not, it's still not doing the things. Yeah, whatever. All right, whatever. It's fine. I'm going to call it because I need my tea. I need my tea. So if you enjoyed that, please give me a like, subscribe, all the things. I don't have a schedule for these streams. I want to be clear. Like, I want to be honest. I do these when I feel like it. So I'm planning, I may do one tomorrow. I'm absolutely going to do one this weekend, but I have no idea when. So if you miss it, that's okay. All of these are on VOD on YouTube. I have a playlist called Devlog. I'm just dumping them all there. And be warned that not not everything there is about development. It's just I'm too lazy to split stuff off. So yeah. Thank you all for joining. It's been real, and I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace.